Hey guys! So I finally reached Mythical Immortal for this season. And I gotta say, this was one of the hardest matches I've played this whole season. Aulus is quickly becoming one of my favorite heroes, and I'll tell you again, if you're not playing him, you should. He's perfect for solo queue. The amount of damage he can dish out while tanking shots is insane. What a perfectly balanced hero he is, right now. He can 1v5 and still take down 3 with him. He's just that good. In this match, we'll focus on how to macro with Aulus, what and what not to do, including my mistakes and what I also learned from my gameplay. Moontun removed the internal audio recording feature, I don't know why. So when recording this I thought it had the in-game audio, but turns out it did not. I know it sucks, but you'll have to bear with me. But as a plus, I'll be talking throughout the video as we focus on the do's and don'ts. One more thing, MLBB is a team-based game. So, no matter how good you are individually, it's difficult to carry people dragging you down. So always try to win the game on your own without being too team-reliant, but that doesn't mean that you shouldn't be a team player. Do what's right, and be selfless. Now let's go and get this. If you would like a shout out in the next video, leave a comment below. As you all know, the life of a solo queue player is hard, especially in a role such as jungle, roam or gold. You need your teammates to constantly help you. I didn't mention mid and EXP because they at least tend to perform a bit better than the other 3 lanes, and aren't heavily reliant on team support. They can snowball on their own if the matchup is right. I like starting with the buff opposite the gold lane, so that I can gank gold first. I prefer prioritizing the marksman, so that they can have a gold advantage over the enemy, and can be our lifeline in case we are unable to take charge of the game. There's nothing more scary than a fed gold laner. We had a Khalid roam, and the benefits of this is that he can invade the enemy jungler and try to delay his farm as much as he can. This, plus the vision he gives on which buff the jungler is on, is important. If you are a roamer and you like playing aggressive from the start, heroes such as Khalid, Hilda, Jawhead, Franco, and Grok are great for that. And don't stop farming. You need to gap the enemy jungler in XP and gold. This gives you an edge in securing objectives, without the need for a 50-50 retry battle. Objective control wins matches. As you can see there, the enemy marksman was clever. He was staying near the bush to have visual on incoming ganks. This is what we call bush control, always being aware of your surroundings. It's risky, yes, but when you notice the enemy first before they notice you, you have a high chance of surviving and can even outplay them if you still get caught. Their tank overextended and came to waste our time while the enemy jungler took turtle. This is still an okay trade as we punished their roamer for it. And it was the first turtle. So the gold gap was still small. Atlas overextended again and we caught him a second time. The enemy comp was mostly physical, so later on I'd have to build Chauster's Pauldron and Demon Wings to increase my sustain. I mostly like building Demon Wings as a second item to just make sure I survive the skirmishes. At this point I couldn't tell what was going on with Atlas and why he kept overreaching. We made him burn his flicker though. That was good. It's always good to pan your camera so you can see where your enemy is on the map. It may seem hard at first, but it's crucial for engaging and positioning. This was a good follow-up from our Gord and Claude. We were able to take down Roger and Atlas, who was basically a free kill at this point. As you can see, I don't really mind frontlining and spearheading attacks. This is because I know Aulus is tanky, and I trust my teammates enough, even if they are randoms, to finish up the enemy if I can't do it myself. It was time to contest the turtle, and look at how our EXP comes to help with turtle, zoning out the enemy together with Khalid, as our mage helps me take it. Khalid died in the process, but that was a W play. I knew my teammates were really experienced and this would make the game fun. I took down Aulus to avenge Khalid, but I got extra greedy and thus died in the process. Don't be greedy like me. Just stay calm and don't overextend. Whenever you're farming, always drag the buffs inside the bush. This prevents surprise ambushes and gives the enemy a hard time seeing you on the map when they pan it. I saw that Aulus had already used his ult. So, I decided to ignore my purple buff and head straight top to see if we could secure a kill. We got Roger, but I ended up dying in the process. Things weren't looking good. Roger and Sun were also beginning to hurt. Aulus was too low to come and try to disrupt us from taking Turtle. It was the best time to take it. Their mage and EXP were also dead. We took down top and I farmed most of Roger's greens. We already had map control, as the outer mid turret was also down, and we forced Aulus to burn his flicker here again. Players like these are the literal definition of the dark system. They overextended chasing Gord while taking mid. It was time to punish their mage. I needed to regain some HP in order to contest Lord. This was a free Lord as the enemy didn't want to contest. Their Aulus tried to initiate after Lord, trying to catch us off guard, but this was a wrong move. We were too farmed and fed. In the end, both he and Valier fell. I zoned Roger, and Khalid was able to get him too. Now you might think that this was a wrap-up and it was GG, but no, the enemy almost made a comeback. We took down the tier 2 turrets and wanted to establish more map control and keep the enemy contained in their base. I got greedy here. Maybe it's the fighting spirit in Aulus. I got too overconfident. When I was about to respawn, our team got almost wiped out. This was where the enemy tried to capitalize and make a comeback. We still had the game in our control, but things looked shaky. I tanked a lot of damage just for Khalid to escape. It also made me buy enough time for our teammates to respawn. And it kept the enemy busy and clustered together so that they couldn't push. We were able to get 4 of them. A 4 for 2 trade is terrific. This was yet another free Lord for us. Our YZ and Gord took down Valir and Monkey. This bought us enough time to push the inhibitor with Lord. I also took down Atlas. We successfully took down all 3 inhibitors, and now we just had to get the final Lord and lock the base. Our Kaliad was being chased by the enemy. I had to step up and let him escape as I bought time for our teammates to come back me up. Unfortunately, he died. But in return, we got their jungler and roam. It was now time for the final clash of the game, and this was the one that decided it all. I literally went 1v5 and took down 3 of them. Aulus is a powerhouse, that's just how strong he is right now. It was GG, and that's how I made it to Mythical Immortal. If you like my content, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe and comment for a shout out in the next video.